wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. How are you today?
I'm
wonderful, thank you.
I hope you always have a great day. Let me introduce myself. My name is Avril Mustafa and my partner Lutfiati Ambar. Welcome to the Rock and Roll Talk Show. Before we start our talk show, did someone know what the specific topic is? The topic is about identifying suffixes on Avril Lavigne's album Goodbye Lullaby. Upi, do you know how to identify suffixes on Avril Lavigne's album?
Oh, of course, I don't know how to identify that, so that's why we need someone to tell and teach us how to identify the suffix on Avril album. April, do you know who is he?
Yes, I know. His name is Mr. Deddy Sulaiman. He has teaching more than 252 classes from 2004 until now.
Wow, that's so amazing. Can we call him right now?
Sure. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Deddy Sulaiman.
Hello, ladies.
Hello, Mister.
Hi.
Thank you for coming to our talk show today, and we are very glad to see you here.
Thank you.
And how are you, Mister?
I'm wonderful today.
Alhamdulillah. Have a seat,
Thank you.
please, sir.
Alright. Before we start our talk show, how is it going today? There is anything you do these days?
Everything runs well, thank you.
It's good to hear that, Mister.
Okay, nice to meet you here.
So, Mr. Reddy, let's start our talk show
Okay.
today. For today, we are gonna talk about identifying suffixes on Avril Lavigne's album Goodbye Lullaby. So, these are our topics. First, we talk about biography of the singer, and then biography of the album, and suffixes on the album.
Okay.
So, the first section, I will tell you guys about the biography of the singer. Avril Lavigne, born September 27, 1984, is a Canadian singer and songwriter. She has released 7 studio albums and has received several accolades and nominations, including a Grammy Award nomination. And at age 16, Lavigne signed a 2-album recording contract with Arista Records. Her debut to the album, Let's Go, in 2002, is the best-selling album of the 21st century by a Canadian artist. It yielded the singles Complicated and Skater Boy, which emphasized a skate punk persona and earned her the title Pop Punk Queen for music publication. And the last, her 4th and 5th studio albums, Goodbye Lullaby, that we are gonna talk today, and Avril Lavigne saw continued commercial success and were good certified gold in Canada, the United States, and other territories. Lavigne released her 6th studio album, Had a Butter, in 2019. She returned to her punk roots with her 7th studio album, Love Sucks, in 2022. Alright, the next slide. My partner will tell you about the album.
Okay, thank you. Biography of the album. Goodbye Lullaby is the 4th studio album by Canadian singer and songwriter Avril Lavigne. It was released on March 2, 2011 through RCA Records. Goodbye Lullaby has sold 1.5 million copies worldwide as of 2013. This album is primarily a pop rock album and is considered as more introspective report from Lavigne in comparison to her previous material, consisting mainly of stripped-down instruments such as the piano and acoustic guitar. Goodbye Lullaby received generally mixed reviews from music critics, with some naming it her most personal and introspective, album, while others took issue with its subdued sound and Lavigne's lyrical content. And there are 16 songs on this album. The first is Black Star, What the Hell, Push, Wish You Were Here, Smile, Stop Standing There, I Love You, Everybody Hurts, Not Enough, For Real, Darling, Alice, Remember When, Goodbye, Knocking on Heaven's Door, and Bad Reputation. So according to our main topics today, it's talk about suffix, mister.
Okay.
And I want to know your opinion about suffix. And what is the simple definition about suffix?
Well, ladies, suffix is a term used in morphology to analyze the words. So this is better for us to know suffix in terms of theoretical foundation, and then you will know the application of suffix in this song. I think that's all.
Oh, I see. Thank you, mister, for the great explanation.
Okay.
I got that right away.
Okay, we move to identify suffixes on Avril Lavigne album, but we are not gonna identify the entire song and the album. Alright, first question. I want to ask the suffix on the darling. There is the word trying. Trying, hiding, smiling, but there is no the word G in the last word, so it's replaced by apostrophe. How could you explain about this?
All right, it would be the connection between morphology and phonology, because the sound, probably the sound of ugh in hiding. So this, this hiding, we have apostrophe, smiling, trying, and darling. So based on our knowledge in phonology, we know the sound of ugh and ugh. They are categorized into velar sound, ugh and ugh. And the apostrophe here means this is glottal. Glottal is very close to velar. Velar is ugh and ugh. And then the sound of apostrophe here to represent the sound of glottal. Glottal is the sound like this is and in English language we know like yes, I got it. Okay, that's it is glottal. Like check it out, check it. That is the sound of glottal. So I believe that these apostrophes representing the sound of glottal. So I think this is similar, whether we use apostrophe and we use the glottal sound.
Alright, thank you, Mr. for the good explanation. Next, Cookies, your turn.
Okay, thank you, Salma. The next one is Everybody Hurts. There is a word mean, mister. And as I know, the root of this word is mean and the suffix is t. Could you explain about the suffix t on this word, and also and why the suffix t here could change the tense of this word from present tense to past tense?
All right. In English language, we know the regular verb and irregular verbs. So the meaning of the past tense here, we know the morpheme is past tense because we think that this word consists of two meanings. The first is mean, and then the second one is past. The past here in our regular verb would be represented by ed. Okay, ed. But for this word mean, we have the irregular change of the word. So based on the word, it consists of one word, because you know this is the space here, so this is one word. But it consists of two meanings. The first is mean, and the second one is past tense. And in this word, the past tense is represented by at. So this is called by irregular change, irregular verbs.
Thank you, Mr.
The next one is not enough. How do you explain what the word easier? The root of this word is easy and the suffix is IR. I-E-R. And why the letter Y in easy is God? Could you explain?
Okay, yeah. Again and again, ladies and gentlemen, this is the change. You know, easy, you mean that why the Y here at the end of the word is disappeared. So the change would be easy and then added by ER. So the Y letters here would be changed into E here, the change. And you know, this is categorized into inflectional, because easy is adjective and then easier still an adjective. So the part of speech of this easy and easier still the same. And then why this is changed, because for native, Levins want to say that easy is the word, and this is the comparison, easier, because easier than, so easier has two meaning, has two morphemes, easy and ER, and this ER will have the change of the end of the letters Y to the E, easier. Inflectional, suffixes, still adjective and adjective, it has two morphemes, two meanings.
Alright, thank you, Mr. for the explanation. It's very clear.
Okay.
Alright, Mr. We jump up to the last question. On the song Smile, there is a word suddenly that has suffix ly, and this word, as I know, is an adverb.
Yes.
But there is some word that also has l and y at the end, but those words are not adverbs. For example, the word elderly, it has l and y at the end, but as far as I know, that word is adjective. So what's the difference, mister?
Well, you are right when the words like in elderly, because in elderly, it reflects the meaning, because you know morphology is the smallest unit of meaning, so we have to think about the meaning first. Meaning, and then words is the actualization. Morph is the actualization of meaning. So here, when you see suddenly from sudden and ly, it could be called that in average or commonly all of the English words, especially for adjective, then it adds by ly, it must be adverb. So this is commonly. Commonly means there would be any exception for the English formation that not all of words ended by ly categorized into adverb.
Thank you, Mr. for the answer. It's very helpful.
Okay.
Wow, we have been discussed a lot about Suffixes.
Okay.
We are satisfied with your explanation.
Okay.
It impressed our knowledge. Thank you very much for your time, Mr. Reddy.
And I think the audience feels satisfied too today. Am I right?
Yes.
Once again, thank you very much, mister.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, finally it brings us to the end of this talk show.
Yes, finally we got to know a lot about suffix from today's talk show.
Yeah, but we have to end up our talk show today.
But don't be sad, people, because after this there is musical performance that will sing Avril Lavigne's song titled "Wish You Were Here."
So ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned and thank you for your attention.
And we are sorry for the imperfection.
I'm Salma Abdullah Mustafa and my partner
Lutfiati Ambar, we say goodbye. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.